You now understand your journey in time and space. You, the soul, have been through many experiences, for many births, and you are now arriving at the destination. It is a final moment of your journey. In this final moment, you have the company of the Supreme Soul, the Supreme Father, the Supreme Mother, the one who is playing all roles for you. He is offering you the help, the teachings, the guidance, and he doesn't want anything in return for giving you 100% support. However, in order to take the advantage of such a teacher, such a parent, the best possible coach and guide, you have to renounce one thing. You have to renounce labor. You have to renounce working hard with heaviness. It has been observed that for a long period of time, you used to work hard for everything. On the path of devotion, you would do a lot of penitence. You would do a lot of tapasya, with stubbornness, with determination. You would do a lot of charity. You would do a lot of fasting. Now, all of that are finished when the Supreme Soul comes and offers you his directions. He reminds you that you are a soul, and he reminds you of your eternal home of the soul, and he tells you that you have been through a cycle of time. Everything that happened in that unlimited, ever continuing cycle of time. There is nothing to worry about. There is nothing to change in that cycle. Everything is destined and fixed. You are here to observe it. However, when you don't understand the nature of the cycle, you keep laboring. You feel that with some penitence, some repentance, some hard work, you will achieve something. You cannot achieve anything with hard work, with labor, with withdrawing yourself through force. Violence doesn't take you anywhere. Whether it is violence against nature, whether it is violence against your own nature, your original nature of peace, of love, your original personality of a deity, of an angel. When you try violence against your nature, trying to suppress certain traits of personality, trying to control your mind or your intellect with force, force will not going to take you to the destination. War will not going to give you a kingdom. The only way to reach your destination is to fly and to observe everything with detachment, and then to realize that you already are at the destination. You are complete and perfect. With force and violence, you cannot take a kingdom on this planet Earth. With purity, with royalty, with power of truth and reality, you can become once again the sovereign of your inner world. You become a king of your inner space, inner land, inner country. That inner country would mean you are the ruler over your senses. The Supreme Soul is reminding you that you are coming from an incorporeal world. At the origins, you are bodiless, without a body. Your sense organs are dormant. And you, the soul, exist forever in this supreme world of peace. This is where you have the eternal company of all souls and of the Supreme Soul. From that world of supreme peace, you come down into the cycle of time, the unlimited drama of this human world. And you begin with a perfect consciousness, a consciousness of being supremely pure, divine, supremely non-violent. This consciousness allows you to dream about palaces, and palaces are built in a day. This consciousness allows you to dream about a perfect nature, and the perfect nature is abundant and healthy and happy all around you every day. This consciousness allows you to see your perfection and to resonate with the perfection of others. Every moment is a celestial dance. Every moment is a moment of purity, royalty, and truthfulness. These were the days. These were the days of your childhood, of your perfect experience of the planet Earth, of being in a human costume. However, you are now bound by time, so consciousness will drop and you will experience less happiness, less peace, less love, until the moment comes that you are no longer completely non-violent. Some traces of violence start to emerge from you, the soul. They start to be played out in the drama of life. You start to claim something to be mine. You start to get attached to one body or another. You start to feel that my possessions are better than your possessions. And everything becomes now governed by the law of duality. There is good and bad. There is goodwill and badwill. There is divinity and evil. And you continue your journey in this cycle of the whole world. And you can still be the observer. You can still have the detachment and the regard that you receive from others because you are detached. When you are detached, when you can see everything from a higher perspective, nothing will affect you. You will remain benevolent. You will remain a benefactor. You will continue to have good wishes. The cycle continues to turn, and you end up into a part that you have to play with sorrow, with suffering, with anger and all the other vices. However, sorrow is always limited. It is not in the nature of the soul to experience sorrow for a long period of time. It is just a quarter of the whole cycle. And eventually, the Supreme Soul finds you in that deepest sorrow and uplifts you, serves you, restores your clarity, restores your sense, and you become happy once again. The cycle has to close. You have to return back home to your original home of peace. You have to return to live in your lane, the lane where God lives. He lives in the supreme world. He lives in a world of eternity, divinity, and supreme peace and supreme non-violence. So eventually all the violence will finish. All the vices will have to end. And you will become once again completely peaceful, completely content, completely detached. However, you have now the opportunity to write your part, your role for the next cycle. You write it now with a pen of your intellect and with a vision of being supremely pure, being a companion of the Supreme Soul, being his child, being his daughter or his son. And with a pen of the intellect, you can write the best future for yourself by helping this Supreme Father and Mother now. You help by serving yourself and serving others. You keep yourself content. You keep yourself happy. That is the best service of the self. And you also serve others with pure words, with sweet attitude, with humility, with patience, with pure vibrations. You become so serviceable. Everything about you is bringing benefit to someone or something. Even nature is happy to be around you. You serve souls, you serve nature, you serve yourself. And by doing this, you write a new cycle for you. You write a new destiny for you. No one can impose a destiny on you. You are the creator of your destiny. You are writing it down right now. So today, take the pen of a divine intellect, an intellect that can see the bigger picture, and write this beautiful destiny for yourself. A destiny that starts from the peace of the home, continues with a happiness of truthfulness and purity. You remain worthy of regard throughout the whole cycle. You remain in your dignity and your honor by being a detached observer. And eventually, you recognize God and you become a student, a spiritual student. You learn for yourself and you teach others. You inspire others to regain their purity, their truthfulness, their happiness. So today, write all day your new destiny, your new fortune with a pen of a divine intellect in the company of the Supreme Soul, and write down, I am pure, I am loving, and I will always gonna remain happy.